Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, and welcome back to another Zombies video. In this video, I'd like to share my 2 cents about a debate that is happening constantly within the Zombies community. This debate is the operators versus a set crew debate. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, basically this has to do with the characters that you play as in Zombies. And operators are what we've had in Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard Zombies. You can select these operators that don't affect the story in any way, and they're just a bunch of characters that you can play as. Whereas a set crew is exactly how it sounds. It's a set crew that affects the map. Those are the main characters of Zombies, and you go through the Easter egg and you progress through the story with the main characters. And so Zombies fans have been debating which one is better, operators or a set crew. And so my opinion on the matter is that both of these systems serve their own purpose. Of course, a set crew is great because then you get some awesome characters like we've seen before in Call of Duty Zombies, like Tank Dempsey, Edward Richtofen, and so many other characters. And because at the time they were the main characters of Zombies, it was really fun to experience Zombies with the main characters and experience things with the main characters. The operator system is fine as well. It allows players to customize their play experience and play as whatever character they want to. Considering that the main characters in the newer Zombies experiences are not playable and it's more of a narrative-driven story with a lot of storyline information, a lot of intel to read, and these characters are external from the gameplay, playing as an operator doesn't really matter. And that's not to say the Easter eggs and the storylines from the set crew maps are not storyline and narrative driven. It just seems like to me with all of the newer Zombies maps, they want to establish their narrative through these external characters. Essentially what this boils down to is a first person versus a third person style of storytelling, where the quote unquote first person perspective would be because you're playing as Dempsey or Takeo or one of the characters, you are seeing things through their eyes through your eyes. So in a way, you are Dempsey, you are Takeo, you are experiencing things as they happen. Whereas with Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard Zombies, the operators don't matter at all and you're experiencing things as they happen on the outside. You are watching what is happening to Weaver, Dr. Peck, Kravchenko, Strauss, and all of the other characters. So it's a somewhat first-person perspective compared to a somewhat third-person perspective. And hopefully I made myself clear when comparing these two styles of storytelling. I'm just simply making the observation that both of these systems do their own thing. And so, since people on both sides can't seem to find common ground when it comes to operators versus a set crew, here is my solution. First things first, you should have the option to play as either the main characters of the map or the operators. This way, both sides are happy, and if you're more inclined to follow the main story and the mainline story of what's happening in that game, you can always play as the main characters. But if you don't really care about that and you want to play the game just to play the game and do the Easter eggs and maybe do a challenge or something like that, then you can play as an operator. And I think you can turn this into an opportunity to make this an incentive for players to do the Easter egg. Let me explain. In this scenario, you're going to have to beat the main Easter egg of whatever map you're playing as the main characters in order for you to unlock operators on the map. This way, not only does it incentivize people to do the Easter egg in the first place, but it also incentivizes people to go back and redo the Easter egg as a character they want to play as. In a way, this is kind of like the LEGO games where you can complete a mission in story mode and then you can always go back and replay the mission in free play and play as whatever character you want to. Another idea that I had takes a page from Black Ops Cold War's playbook, and if you complete an Easter egg as an operator, you unlock a cosmetic for that operator. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, you already had operator missions where you had to, let's say, kill special enemies, get kills with weapons bought off the wall, pack-a-punch kills, and things like that. And those challenges resulted in skins for those operators. So of course, in this scenario, a system like that would return, except it's not just the missions where you have to get pack-a-punch kills or buy all the perks or something like that. You also have to beat the Easter egg for a special skin. So you would have both operator missions and you would have the Easter egg completion with that operator to unlock a special reward. You could also tie this into Dark Ops. If you complete a Dark Ops challenge, you unlock a special cosmetic or a skin for an operator. Now I know I just talked a bunch about the operators, but what about the set crew? Well, of course, the set crew would get some love here too, because those characters would also have their set of operator missions. Except maybe you could rename it and call it something like main character missions or something like that, because they're not operators. And if they really wanted to, they could make these main character missions story driven, to give a little bit of background and a little bit of insight as to the character that you're playing as. So it's a personalized mission for that main character. Whereas with the operators, because because they're not main characters, they might have the more simple missions as opposed to the main character missions. So for example, you could have a fully story-driven side quest for Edward Richthofen, but for some other operator that doesn't really affect the story, like I said, it would just be a simple challenge that's not really story-driven. Maybe some of the operator missions could result in intel about the operator and why they're in the universe of zombies, but nothing super crazy as compared to the main characters because, like I said, the operators aren't going to be the main characters. But no matter how you look at it, both the main character missions and the operator missions would result in unlocking skins, cosmetics, storyline information, and other rewards. And so the same system would follow. Let's say you wanted to unlock a specific skin or cosmetic for Tank Dempsey, you would do the mission, or you would complete the Easter egg as Tank Dempsey, and then you would get a special reward. Once again, incentivizing players for actually playing the game and doing something challenging, instead of just going to the store and paying $20 for an operator or a skin that you didn't earn. So you would have this highly customizable, highly incentivized system in Zombies for players to constantly come back to. And I think it would be fun and worthwhile because not only do you have the main characters that you could cater to and unlock everything for the main characters, but for the completionists out there that want to take the time and go through the operators and complete operator missions, they can do that too. It all boils down to player choice. How do you want to play the game? Do you want to unlock operator skins for the main characters, or do you not really care about the main characters and you want to unlock skins for the operators because you think they look cooler? And in addition to that, do you like going through the Easter egg with the main characters and hitting all the story beats with the main characters with the character specific dialogue? Or again, do you not really care about the story and you just like the gameplay and you want to skip all of the story beats and the character dialogue and all of that information? Now, I know in the past that Zombies has had a system similar to this, and that was back in World War II Zombies. Admittedly, I haven't played a ton of World War II Zombies, but I do know that this was in the game, and I think that it was a pretty good feature. And you gotta give credit where credit is due. Even though World War II Zombies is not really that popular amongst the Zombies community, I think this was still a good idea, because you still had the main characters that you could play as in all of the World War II Zombies maps, but you also had secret characters. And you unlock these secret characters by doing missions, which in turn, this comes full circle to what I was talking about earlier, how you can complete missions to unlock operators and unlock operator skins. So an idea like this is definitely not foreign to Zombies. And I know the main point of contention when it comes to this debate focuses on games made by Treyarch. And you have to give credit where credit is due. Despite what you might think about Sledgehammer Games, I think they had a good idea implementing the character selection system in the way that they did. So overall, this debate in the Zombies community seems to be going on forever. And so here I am, another Zombies guy sharing his opinion on this debate. However, I am offering up some solutions to give to the developers and to share my feedback. But what do you guys think about the operators versus a set crew debate? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you prefer, operators or a set crew? Or do you like the idea that I presented? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Anyways guys, that's it for this video and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.